What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another review. Today we have another Mafex X-Men figure, and it's Storm, the comic version. And this one is one that I was waiting for a long time. I'm always excited to check out some X-Men stuff and Mafex. Big fan of both. So without any further ado, just taking a quick look at the box here, and let's take a look at the actual figure. All right, so here she is out of the box and onto the rotating platform. She looks fantastic, I must say, just first impressions. The sculpt is very nice. I really love the face and the hair sculpt. Looks great. The colors are also very nice with the gold and the white suit. The legs are a little bit different color. That is standing out to me. We'll go over that in the painting details, but just first impressions, just very good. It's going to fit in perfectly with the rest of the Mafex figures. Looks just like Storm jumped right out of the comics. So very good job from what I can tell so far. All right, so let's go over the accessories she does bring, which she has these wide open hands. She has some fisted hands, some other open hands with like the fingers slightly closed, and then like some other wide open like grabbing hands. And she has some other hands that you can attach the lightning bolts to. They look very nice. They're similar to these other hands here. They just can add the lightning. And then these other hands that have the lightning shooting straight out of the fingers, which that looks pretty dope. I really like the way that effect and the sculpt of the lightning or electricity is done very nicely. The color is like a yellow, pale, translucent color, and it looks very good. So overall, great job with the accessories. And let's take a look at the other head sculpts it brings, which this one is similar to the relaxed face that comes already on the figure, but the mouth is slightly parted, showing some of the teeth. Not too much variation there, but it still looks very nice. And then she also brings this gritted teeth face, which looks very dope as well. I think this is my favorite one. I'll probably be displaying it with this one. And yeah, I just like it a lot. Looks super cool. And here they are all together, so you can see the differences. The first two are very similar, but I like the gritted teeth a lot. So overall, good job with all the head sculpts. I do like them a lot. Okay, so Mafex does also include this stand, and it comes with many of their figures. And I know the first time I got it, I was confused and I didn't know what to do with some of the pieces like this. I had no idea. I was like, what do you do with this? So I just wanted to show real quick that it brings this one clamp, which is a little bit sturdier, and it's one of the ones I prefer to use. It just seems like it's a tighter grip. And then it brings this one, which it's pretty much the same concept, but it's just much looser fitting. So what it can do though is, let me see if I can focus, you can remove this piece here, and then that's when you add on this piece. So then it gives it a little bit of just more grabbing points from the bottom. It'll hold it up, and then you can kind of pin it from the top. So it's pretty simple. It's just I didn't realize that was removable, so I wanted to show that in case some of you guys are having that same problem, because you can even use it like this and like sit somebody on it, the legs coming through here and just like sitting down. So there's different options. You could just play with that. But yeah, since I was having an issue with that, I was wondering maybe other people did. So hopefully that helps somebody. Okay, so let's get a close look at her and just appreciate how beautiful that face is. That hair sculpt. Very nicely done. Whoever made this really took their time with it. So great job. Now, the paint throughout the body is a little inconsistent, as the top is white, as you can see, but it looks like she's rocking some boots or something, some silver bottoms, which I would have preferred the whole thing to be this color, because I feel like her suit is kind of like a pearlescent color that it changes depending how the light is hitting it. Some parts seem silver sometimes, but it's like a shimmery material or something. Who knows really, but it's always like highlighted differently in different spots. So it should all be consistent though, and then like the lighting is causing all of that shading. So I don't think it should be drastically different like this. I wish they would have painted her all this color to be honest. But the painting on the gold is done very nicely. Nice trim. I like the fabric that they used, and then it's gold as well, lining. Looks very nice. It doesn't seem like it has any more paint anywhere else. Although, I'm not sure if I'm tripping. The white seems like it might have some blue tint to it as well. And I think it does. Yeah, I think that there's some blue shading going on throughout the body as well. But it's very, very nice. So, with that, let's go into the articulation now. So, first of all, she can look to the side. Her hair does get in the way. She can look about that far this way. She can't look up very much because her hair definitely gets in the way. She can look down very well, though, which she's flying, so a lot of times she will be looking down as opposed to up. She's always in the air. So I guess that's fine. Her arms can go up about that much, and they can do a full 360. Although they're a little bit like limited by here, but you can still kind of just go around it. It's a little bit weird. She has a butterfly joint, which gives a little bit more range, brings the arm forward. We've got like a pivot here up in the bicep or in the shoulder area. And then we got a double bend at the elbow. It's not as deep, or mine might be a little stuck, but it's not as deep as some of the other Mafex ones. We've got a swivel at the wrist and a hinge as well. There's a chest swivel. It's not too great. A little bit of a crunch too, but it's a little bit limited. Oh, there it goes. Mine's a little bit tight. So she can crunch from her chest pretty decent, and she does have a bit of a twist there. The abs or midsection as well has a nice twist, swivel, and a crunch to it. Her legs can kick out that much, and she's got a nice deep bend at the knee. There's no cut here. It looks like it's cut there for articulation, but it's not. The ankle works pretty good. It's got a nice swivel to it and a hinge. Gives you all the range you need on it. So overall, the articulation is pretty decent. It's what you expect from most Mafex figures. So overall, not bad. So here she is next to the Marvel Legends comic version of Storm. And I think that they definitely took a lot of inspiration from this figure, as the shoulder pads are pretty much done exactly the same. And the way that the little clock piece is attached from that shoulder part to the wrist is done exactly the same way. So I can definitely tell it was inspired by that. Marvel Legends did a great job, as a matter of fact, because Mafex didn't do too much better. Although the sculpt is slightly better, the proportions and the detailing on the hair and the face especially are definitely better. And here she is next to the rest of the Mafex X-Men figures that I own. And I think that they look gorgeous together. I can't wait to get Rogue, Beast, Professor X. That'd be awesome. And I still got to add Psylocke to my collection. Hopefully I can pick that one up. But yeah, it just looks amazing with them. So glad to have them. Almost have the whole team together. So that's great. All right, so final thoughts on this figure. I think that it's actually a very good figure. It looks very beautiful. I think that's probably its strongest point, is how beautiful and gorgeous it looks. It looks just like Storm jumped out of the comic. Now, it's not a perfect figure. It is a little bit delicate. You got to be careful with those little shoulder pads popping off, and also her wrists pop off a little bit. But aside from that, her hair is not the best for articulation. It does kind of cut off some of her head articulation, but like I said, the figure is so gorgeous that you can kind of overlook some of those things, and the rest of the posing is very good. So I definitely dig it. If you can pick her up for a decent price, I say you grab her. If you're a fan of Mafex and X-Men, this is a must add to your collection. So definitely give this a thumbs up. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's definitely passable. So that's going to be it for this review. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want. Take care, and peace.